Have you ever felt a quiet pull towards something more, a sense of wonder just waiting to be explored? Perhaps you have imagined a world where your intentions have shape and your hopes have a home. A spellbook is more than just words on a page. It is a physical manifestation of that very wonder. It is a deeply personal space where your thoughts, your creativity, your unique personal magic can come alive. Making one is not about following ancient rigid rules, but about creating a companion for your own journey. This guide is a gentle invitation to do just that. It is a simple, friendly path to making a book that is entirely beautifully and powerfully your own. No expertise required. This creative act is a form of self-care, a way to connect with your inner world in a tangible and meaningful way. Your spellbook becomes a record of your growth, a testament to your learning, a mirror reflecting your evolving spirit. It holds not just spells, rituals, but also your questions, your discoveries, your moments of quiet reflection. It's a place to be messy, to experiment, to find out what magic means to you. Think of it as a garden you will tend, a place where you plant the seeds of your intentions and watch them grow over time. This process is for you, and you alone. The idea of a spell book might conjure images from stories and films filled with complicated symbols and arcane language. But in reality, your book can be anything you want it to be. It can be a simple notebook filled with handwritten notes, a beautiful leather-bound journal, or even a digital document that you can carry with you everywhere. The real magic isn't in the object itself, but in the energy, care, and intention you pour into it. It is a tool for focus, a vessel for your hopes, a private sanctuary that belongs only to you. You are the author of this story. So, let us begin this quiet, creative adventure together. This guide will walk you through each step, from choosing your perfect book to writing your very first spell. We will explore simple ways to organize your thoughts, personalize your pages, and ensure your practice is always safe and kind. You don't need any special skills, just an open heart and a curious mind. The most important ingredient is your own unique perspective. Let's open the first page and start creating a space for your own kind of magic. A place that feels like coming home. Let's begin. At its heart, a spellbook is a personal journal dedicated to your spiritual or magical practice. It is a private, sacred container for the things that matter to you. At its heart, a spellbook is a personal journal dedicated to your spiritual or magical practice. It is a private, sacred container for the things that matter to you. You might know it by other names. Grimoire. A grimoire historically referred to a textbook of magic. Or a book of shadows, a term often used in Wiccan traditions for a personal book of rituals and wisdom. No matter the name, the purpose is the same. A place to document your journey. It holds your spells, your prayers, your personal rituals, and your reflections. It is your unique magical diary. This book is a powerful tool for learning and growth. When you write something down by hand, your mind connects with the information in a much deeper way. A spell book helps you organize your thoughts, clarify your intentions, and remember the steps of a ritual you created. It can hold information about herbs, crystals, moon phases, and tarot cards. You might fill its pages with drawings pressed, flowers, photographs, or snippets of poetry that inspire you. It is a living document, growing and changing as you do. Think of it not as a book of rigid commands, but as a friendly laboratory for your spirit. It's a place where you can record your experiments, what worked, what didn't, and what you might try differently next time. Did a certain candle color feel more powerful for a spell? Did a particular herb bring a sense of calm to your space? Your spellbook is where you keep these important notes. It makes your practice truly your own, instead of just a collection of things you've read elsewhere. It is the story of your direct experience with magic, told in your own voice. Ultimately, a spellbook is a reflection of its creator. A healer's book might be filled with recipes for herbal teas and rituals for comfort and peace. An artist's book might be a visual masterpiece of drawings, colors, and symbols that represent their intentions. A writer's book could be filled with poetic incantations and journaling prompts for self-discovery. There is no right or wrong way for it to look or feel. The only requirement is that it resonates with you. It is a tool, a teacher, and a treasured friend on your journey. Yeah, so keep that in mind. The practice of writing down magical knowledge is as ancient as writing itself. For thousands of years, people have recorded rituals, recipes, sacred information. Ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, priests and scribes recorded hymns to the gods, incantations for protection, instructions for complex ceremonies, on clay tablets, on papyrus scrolls, not personal journals, formal texts, held by temples and rulers. believed to contain powerful divine knowledge, tools for maintaining order, healing the sick, communing with the spiritual world. Medieval and Renaissance Europe. These became known as grimoires. The word comes from Old French for grammar, a book of rules, filled with angelic magic, demonology, talisman-making instructions, spirit-summoning rituals. The Key of Solomon is a famous example, often hard to understand and made with expensive materials, accessible only to the educated elite, scholars, doctors, clergy, who could read Latin, Greek, Hebrew, seen with suspicion, especially during persecution. Owning one could be dangerous, so they were hidden, secretly copied by hand, passed down privately. That secrecy added mystique and power, not casual reading, manuals for dedicated practitioners. Some contained folk magic and herbal remedies, passed down through generations, by cunning folk or village healers, blending practical advice with charms for good luck. Charms for love. Charms for a bountiful harvest. These practical books are the ancestors of today's personal spellbook. In modern times, the spellbook has been reclaimed and democratized. With the rise of traditions like Wicca in the 20th century, the Book of Shadows became popular, a book made by an individual practitioner, not an ancient text. Today anyone can create their own spellbook, blend ancient wisdom, modern psychology, personal creativity, and your ethical framework. Your book can be a space for healing, self-discovery, and positive change, far from the intimidating and often dark reputation of the past. Right? So, it's yours to make. While we often imagine spellbooks as huge leather-bound tomes, the reality is often quite different and far more interesting. The first surprising fact is that many historical magical books were deliberately made small. They were designed to be portable, easily hidden in a pocket or a sleeve. In times when owning such a book could be perilous, discretion was paramount. A practitioner needed to carry their knowledge with them, a traveling healer visiting a remote village, or an alchemist protecting their work. This tradition continues today, with many people choosing small, simple notebooks to carry in a bag for moments of inspiration or quiet reflection. A second surprising truth is that pictures and symbols were just as important as words. In an era when many could not read, visual instructions were essential. Grimoires were often filled with intricate diagrams called sigils, symbols believed to hold magical power. They also contained drawings showing how to arrange tools on an altar, how to draw a magical circle, and illustrations of plants or spirits. This reminds us a spellbook doesn't need to be filled with long, complicated essays. Your own book can be a vibrant collage of drawings, photos, and symbols. Perhaps the most important and surprising fact is that a spellbook does not have to be scary or dark. For every grimoire focused on commanding spirits, there were countless others for healing, protection, and kindness. Many historical magical practitioners were village healers, midwives, and counselors. Their books were filled with recipes for herbal remedies, charms to protect livestock, and rituals for safe childbirth. Magic has always been a tool for seeking comfort, finding hope, and making life a little bit better. Your spellbook can, and should, be a source of light, a book of self-care, personal growth, and gentle power. These truths free us from the stereotypes we see in movies. They show us that a spellbook is a practical, personal, and often a very positive tool. It doesn't require a secret lineage or a mastery of ancient languages. It just requires you. The tradition is not one of rigid rules, but of creative adaptation and personal meaning. Your book is part of this long, beautiful history of people seeking to understand the world and their place within it, using whatever tools they had available to them. Whether that was a grand library or a simple pocket-sized notebook. Yep, so go on and make it yours. Section 5. Gathering your tools. The first step on the path. The journey of creating your spellbook begins with a simple, joyful act: choosing your book. This is perhaps the most important step, as the book itself will become your partner in this creative process. Do not feel pressured to find a fancy, expensive leather journal, unless that is what truly calls to you. The perfect book is one that feels good in your hands and invites you to write in it. It could be a simple spiral-bound notebook. It could be a beautiful cloth-covered journal. It could even be a 3-ring binder which gives you flexibility to add, remove, and rearrange pages. Let your intuition guide you. When you are at a shop, pick up a few different notebooks. Feel the texture of the cover and the weight of the paper. Do you prefer lined pages for neatness, or blank pages for freedom to sketch and draw? A scrapbook with thick pages is a wonderful choice if you plan to add pressed flowers, photos, or other dimensional items. The key is to choose a book that you are not afraid to use. A journal that is too precious might make you hesitant to write in it for fear of making a mistake. Remember, this book is a workspace, a place for experimentation, and even for happy accidents. Once you have your book, it is time to gather your writing and decorating tools. Again, simplicity is your friend. You will need a comfortable pen or pencil that glides smoothly across the page. Many people enjoy using colored pens, markers, or highlighters to organize their sections or to add a splash of personality. You might also want some basic craft supplies, such as a glue stick, scissors, and perhaps some decorative washi tape to add borders or attach small notes. Small envelopes are a wonderful addition for holding dried herbs, a pinch of salt, or a small charm. Before you begin, create a calm and inviting space to work. You do not need an elaborate altar. A clean desk or a clear spot on your floor is perfect. You might light a candle, put on some soft music, or make a cup of your favorite tea. Gather all your supplies, your book, your pens, your tape, and lay them out before you. Taking a moment to create this peaceful atmosphere signals to your mind that you are about to do something special and intentional. This simple ritual honors the beginning of your journey and fills your tools with positive, focused energy. Section 6, the blank page, structuring your personal grimoire. Section 6, the blank page, structuring your personal grimoire. Facing the first blank page of your new book can feel a little intimidating, but a simple structure can make it feel welcoming and manageable. The very first page is the perfect place for a cover page or a dedication. This is where you formally claim the book as your own. You can write your name, perhaps a magical name you have chosen for your practice and the date you are starting. Many people like to add a symbol that holds personal meaning. It could be a simple star, a crescent moon, a flower, or a sigil you have designed yourself. You might also write a short intention, such as, a book of light learning and growth. Next, it is a good idea to leave the next 2 or 3 pages blank to create an index or a table of contents. This may seem like a chore, but you will be incredibly grateful for it later. As your book fills up, an index will be your map, allowing you to find a specific spell or piece of information quickly and easily. Simply number each page of your book as you go. Then, whenever you add a new entry, like a spell for calm on page 12, you can jot it down in your index. This simple habit keeps your book organized and turns it into a useful reference guide. Dream journaling or tarot readings. A ring binder is excellent for this, as you can easily move pages around. If you are using a bound journal, you can use sticky tabs or different colored bookmarks to mark your sections. The goal is to create a framework that serves you, making it easy and joyful to add to your book whenever inspiration strikes. Now it is time for the most exciting part, writing your very first spell. It is best to start with something small and simple, with a positive and clear intention. A spell for calm, for focus, or for gratitude. Using a consistent template for each spell you write will keep your book neat, clear, and easy to use. A good template acts like a recipe card, ensuring you don't forget any important ingredients or steps when you want to perform the spell again. This clarity helps you focus on your intention, rather than trying to remember what comes next. Here is a simple and effective template you can use. At the top of the page, write the name of the spell, for example, a simple spell for a calm heart. Below that, create a line for its purpose or intention. Be specific and positive, such as, to release anxiety and invite a sense of peace. Next, create a list of materials. 1 white or blue candle, a comfortable place to sit, and 5 minutes of quiet. Listing your materials ensures you have everything you need before you begin. The next part of your template is for the steps, or method. Write down the instructions as a series of short, clear, numbered steps. Use simple language. 1. Find a quiet space and light the candle. 2. Sit comfortably and take 3 deep breaths. 3. Gaze at the flame and say, I release my worries. I welcome my calm. 4. Sit with the feeling of peace for a few moments. 5. Safely extinguish the candle. Writing the steps plainly makes the spell accessible and repeatable. You don't need poetic language unless that is what feels right to you. Finally, at the bottom of the page, leave space for notes and reflections. This is one of the most important parts of your spell book. After you perform the spell, come back to your book and write down your experience. How did you feel during and after the ritual? Did anything unexpected happen? Is there anything you would change for next time? Perhaps you found that holding a smooth stone helped you focus, Writing this down turns your spellbook from a simple recipe book into a powerful journal of your magical education and personal growth. Your spellbook is a canvas for your creativity, and it should be filled with more than just words. Adding personal touches makes the book uniquely yours, and deepens your connection to the magic within it. Think of it as a magical scrapbook. One of the most wonderful ways to do this is by incorporating elements from nature. If you use herbs in your practice, you can press a small leaf between the pages. You can press a small flower between the pages. You can tape a small, flat envelope to a page to hold a pinch of a significant herb lavender for calm rosemary for remembrance with a note about its properties. Visuals can be incredibly powerful. You do not need to be a professional artist to add drawings to your book. A simple sketch of a candle, a phase of the moon, or a symbol that is meaningful to you can add a wealth of energy to a page. You can also print out and paste in images that inspire you. A photo of a beautiful forest, a picture of a goddess or deity you connect with, or even abstract patterns of color that evoke a certain feeling. Use colored pencils, watercolors to add backgrounds to your pages, or to illustrate the steps of a ritual. Your book can also be a home for small treasures and mementos that hold personal power for you. Did you find a beautiful feather on a meaningful walk? You can gently tape it onto a page. A ticket stub, from a concert that filled you with joy, a postcard from a place where you felt at peace, can be added to your book to capture and recall that positive energy. These objects act as physical anchors for your memories and emotions, and you can incorporate them into your spells, or simply use them as focal points for meditation. Don't forget the power of color. You can assign different colors to different types of magic or emotions. Perhaps you write all your protection spells in black ink, your healing spells in green, and your spells for happiness in yellow. You can use washi tape with beautiful patterns to create borders around your pages or to mark important sections. Stickers with symbols like stars, moons, and flowers can add a touch of whimsy and beauty. Every little creative choice you make infuses the book with your personality, and turns it from a simple notebook into a true work of art and magic. As you fill your spellbook with beautiful rituals and powerful intentions, it is vital to ground your practice in a strong ethical foundation. Magic is a tool, and like any tool, it should be used with care, responsibility, respect. A wonderful practice is to write a short statement of your personal ethics on one of the first pages of your book. This serves as a constant reminder of the principles that guide your work. Many people follow the simple and profound guideline, do no harm. This means ensuring your magical work does not cause harm to yourself, to others, or to the world around you. A crucial part of this ethical practice is respecting the free will of others. Never perform a spell that seeks to control, manipulate, or force another person to do something against their will, even if you believe it is for their own good. For example, instead of casting a spell to make a specific person fall in love with you, you could cast a spell to make yourself more open to receiving love, or to attract a loving and compatible partner into your life. The focus should always be on influencing your own life and your own energy, not interfering with someone else's. Physical safety is just as important as ethical safety. Many spells and rituals involve physical elements like candles, herbs, or sharp tools. Always include a safety note section in your spell templates. If a spell uses fire, make a note to never leave a candle unattended, and to always work on a fire-safe surface. If you are working with herbs, research them carefully. Some plants can be toxic if ingested, or can cause skin irritation. Note any potential hazards clearly in your book so you're always mindful of them. Your magical space should always be a safe space. Finally, practice kindness toward yourself. Not every spell will work out as you expect. Sometimes the results will be subtle, and sometimes they just won't manifest. This is not a failure, it is a learning experience. Your spellbook is a place for experimentation, and experiments do not always go as planned. Be gentle with yourself. Use the notes section of your spell template to reflect on what you learned, and remember that your magical journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Your practice should be a source of empowerment and joy, not pressure and not self-judgment. Creating a spellbook is a quiet and profoundly beautiful act of self-discovery. It is a way to give your inner world a voice, a shape, a home. As you fill its pages, you are not just collecting spells, you are chronicling your own evolution. The book will become a trusted friend, a wise teacher, a tangible record of your unique journey. It will hold your hopes, your moments of clarity, your questions, your growth. It will change and expand right alongside you, becoming more precious with every entry you make, every flower you press, every lesson you learn. Remember to start small and keep it simple. The most powerful magic often comes from the clearest and most heartfelt intentions. You do not need elaborate rituals or expensive tools to begin. All you need is a notebook that feels right, a simple pen, the courage to write down that first word. Let your curiosity be your guide. Let your intuition be your compass. This is your book. There are no rules other than the ones you create for yourself. Let it be messy, let it be colorful, let it be a true and honest reflection of who you are. The journey of 1,000 spells begins with a single page. I hope this guide has inspired you, shown you how simple and joyful this process can be. Your spellbook is waiting for you. It is an empty vessel ready to be filled with your stories, your dreams, your own special kind of magic. Embrace the process, enjoy the creativity, watch as this simple book transforms into one of your most treasured possessions. The story is yours to write. So, find a quiet moment today. Take out a notebook, open it to the first page and begin. Write your name, draw a symbol that makes you smile. Write down one small hope you hold in your heart. You have already started. The magic is already happening. Enjoy the beautiful and wondrous journey of making this book. May it bring you closer to the magic that already resides within you. Your story is waiting.